So, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Peanut Cast. My name is Tanner, Peanut Metro. I'm an aspiring shoutcaster. Trying to make it to the main stage. So, I bring to you another game, Game 2, between Team Scrub and Team BROI. Team BROI taking Game 1 in decisive fashion. Actually, I don't remember how that game went, to be completely honest. So, this one, all we know is that Team BROI is up 1-0, and they've chosen to take red side this game. So let's jump right into the action. So let's take a look at these team comps. We've got Tahm Kench in the top lane. A few changes to Tahm Kench in the most recent patch. Again, this is patch 9.9. So he's doing a little bit more damage. Nerfed a little bit as a support, not moving as quick when he has an ally in his belly with the Devour. But we see Tahm Kench in the top lane. We actually see a Taric jungle. This is going to be very interesting to keep an eye on. Ahri in the mid lane, and the Caitlyn Thresh bottom lane for Team Scrub. And on the side of Team BROI, we've got Darius up top, Nunu in the jungle, Aurelia mid, and Draven Rakan bottom. Everything else fairly standard. Again, the Tahm Kench top has been kind of been played a lot here in solo queue. It's strong into tanks. It's really strong actually into anything. It's very overwhelming, and again, he does a lot of damage. He can build out like tanky or damage outside of having to be that support, and he can be just that too. He can be tanky and do damage and be the support if need be, devouring enemy champions for a lot of damage or saving teammates in the team fights. So a standard start here. Taric jungle. This will be interesting. Both of these junglers running Aftershock, so they're going to get that surge of damage as well as resistances. But it's going to be exciting to kind of just keep an eye on not only how well this Taric does in the jungle, but how he builds, to see if he's kind of building like that supporty redemption kind of Ivern style build, or if he's going to go damage, maybe even tanky here. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. But we see some early aggression in the top lane from both of the top laners. Nunu actually making his way up there as well, blowing both summoners from the Tahm Kench. They know how powerful it can be, and now we see Taric going down into the mid lane. Stun coming out. Beautiful flawless duet from the Aurelia. Blade Surge to close the gap, and she just walks away from that one. But both of these junglers not finding anything early, unfortunately, outside of the summoner spells in the top lane. Draven getting himself an early CS lead. Now we see 5 stacks of the Hemorrhage onto that Tahm Kench. He is level 2. And it looks like he has level Devour. So if he gets the stacks there, he can look to eat up that Darius. But now we see the Ghost coming out. Taric in this top lane. Can he find the Dazzle? He does have the red buff as well. Darius going the wrong way. He's looking for the kill onto Tahm Kench, but he's not going to find it. The minion getting devoured. But Taric picking up the first blood there. Red buff to OP. The ticking damage going to be enough there to pick up the first blood, going over to none other than that Taric jungle. And again, like I said, we'll just have to keep an eye on the way he's building here. Now he has some gold in his pocket. Obviously not going to farm as well as that Nunu, as we see the biggest snowball ever flying through the jungle. Draven with the Conqueror. Caitlyn with that fleet footwork. She knows she's going to have to play safe and heal up in this lane. Now the hook coming out onto the Draven. Built up her Peacemaker, going to find a little bit of damage, but so does the Grand Entrance. Ignite is on. Caitlyn having to walk away from this one. Both summoner spells blown. Draven flashes forward and picks up the kill. One going over to Draven. Now 1-0-0, going to grow that CS lead. And Thresh might actually be in trouble here. Nunu is on the bottom side of the map. They can look for something. Dual Brother going to take a little bit of damage here. The Ignite is on. He takes a turret shot, but he should be okay. That Gleaming Quill going to heal him up a little bit. Now he flashes forward from the Thresh. Picks one up for himself. The supportal combat. Thresh picks up a kill in the 1v2. Charm coming out onto Aurelia. She's just going to walk away from this one. Not too bad. Actually staying to CS, but now Darius finding this Taric in the jungle, but it's just too strong. Taric absolutely laying a beating on that Darius. And if you guys don't know Taric's passive, when he casts a spell, it just buffs his auto attacks. So as you were seeing there, he casts the heal, auto attack. He casts the bastion, auto attack, even the stun. Absolutely smacking it down that Draven, showing that gems truly are outrageous. Now with the return gank in the top lane, Tahm Kench able to grow himself a slight CS lead. Not too much though, as these minions are crashing in the middle of that lane. Dahlia should be able to do a solid job of keeping up. And as you would expect, Nunu also growing a CS lead for himself in the jungle. Up 4 camps roughly on the Taric. Taric not going to be able to clear as fast. Doesn't have the consume. Doesn't necessarily have the AoE damage. Speaking of damage, we see a lot coming down now onto that Aurelia. Electrocute procs, giving her a nice chunk just above 50% HP there. And so far, with everything happening thus far in the game, that sounded awkward. We are dead even in gold. The flawless duet coming out. The charm not going to find its mark. Blade Surge going to keep Aurelia safe. Now she's looking for something underneath the turret. Has the ignite. Flash away from the Aurelia, or flash away from the Ahri, but it's not going to be enough. A solo kill going over to the Aurelia in the mid lane, but Taric wants to trade it back here. Flawless duet does find the stun. Here comes the ultimate. Now Aurelia getting dangerously low here. The smite is on, and the auto attacks. Taric just going to beat her down. Devour coming out. The solo kill going over to Tahm Kench, and Nunu forced to run away from that one. Just a strange gank turned around on that Darius. Getting sucked up into the belly of Tahm Kench and spit out to his demise. And if we actually look back at that kill in the mid lane, Aurelia waiting on the ultimate. She does have it for the Taric engage. But again, Taric and his passive just too strong. Now we see the Grand Entrance coming in from the Rakan. Battle Dance to keep him safe, but the Death Sentence finds its mark here. Not going to pull him into the trap, so no damage traded back. But the bot lane of Team BROI are playing aggressive, which is exactly what you want in a Draven lane. And we've actually seen Caitlyn's first recall now, a Cole. Death Sentence not going to find its mark. Grand Entrance onto the Caitlyn here. Rakan just going to walk away because now Ahri is here. The Spirit Rush is on. Charm on that Rakan. Draven finds one for himself, but so does Caitlyn. Both of the AD carries picking up a kill. Now double kill going over to Draven. He's trying to run down this Ahri. She is out of ult charges. There come the Whirling Blades and a triple kill into that bottom lane. Now 4-0-0 is that Draven with a 400 gold bounty. That is a very scary AD carry. I wish I didn't say it like that. That's my bad. Tahm Kench coming to defend the mid lane here. 2 plates going over. Going to be split between the Nunu and the Aurelia. And now Taric down here trying to make a play onto the Draven. Draven kiting around, has the spinning axis. He's catching every single axe, but it might not be enough. Taric just too strong. He gets the shutdown gold. Now 3-0-0 on that Taric. A killing spree, and he hits level 6, so he will have that Cosmic Radiance. So we may see some turret dives. We may see some aggressive plays coming out from Team Scrub, and ultimately just makes them very strong in the team fighting once we get to this mid to late game. Basically having 3 supports. You've got the Tahm Kench, you've got the Thresh, you've got the Taric. Now, not everybody's going to be building support items. And now we see the biggest snowball ever coming out, but the Dark Passage going to keep Caitlyn safe there. Nunu not able to find anything on the bottom side of the map. Mountain Drake is available for both of these teams to take. And with the lead that Draven has, 2 BF swords and a Vampiric Scepter, I would assume here shortly they will have priority. But now we see that top laners going toe-to-toe. Draven, or Darius trying to get away from this one. Apprehend to pull in the Tahm Kench, trying to heal up a little bit. Just going to walk away from that one. Darius, very scary. A lot of damage down just from a few autos and a tongue lash from the Tahm Kench. Has to be careful here. Now we see the Death Sentence come out onto the Rakan. Rakan looking for the engage. He does have the quickness. There he goes. He is in on the Thresh. Now Draven get a lot of damage down. Heal and flash blown on the bottom side here. Dark Passage going to keep both of these laners safe. Now Caitlyn and Thresh in a very bad spot. Caitlyn does have the ultimate, or I'm sorry, not the ultimate. She does have the ultimate, but she also has her flash available. So So we can see if she looks for an outplay or maybe a bait underneath the turret. But now Aurelia is going in. Defiant Dance going to block some of that damage, but now Draven wants more. He is tanking the turret here. He has to be careful. Picks up the kill onto the Thresh. Flashes forward onto that Caitlyn. Caitlyn dangerously low here. Not able to pick the kill up, and the Whirling Blades are not available. Neither was the Ignite, but Caitlyn having to go back to the base, which means Draven will just grow this lead. Now a 2,400 gold lead on this Draven. Absolutely huge on the bottom side of the map. And although, well, actually, Tarek doing a good job here farming up the jungle, manages to close the gap between the Nunu and himself, and actually has a gold lead for himself because he is 3-0-0 on that Tarek jungle pick. And he manages to pick up the Rift Herald as well. That'll be good for his team. Turret plates are still up for another 3 minutes and some change. Now the Ghost coming out from both of the top laners. Now the mid laner's going toe-to-toe as well. Darius looking for something. He has 5 stacks of the Hemorrhage on. Tahm Kench out of mana. Darius not able to find much more. Tarek shows up to push him away. Tahm Kench just going to walk away from that one. Tarek coming up. That was just a little confidence gank. Stay away from my top laner. Both of these guys going to recall. And again, Tarek in a very good spot thus far in the game. 5 plates up on all of the turrets for Team Scrub. A few turrets in the mid lane going down. Or for Team BROI, sorry. A few turrets going down for Team Scrub. 2 on the mid turret and 4 down on the bottom side. So that's where a little bit of that gold lead is coming from, as well as that massive deficit between Caitlyn and Draven. But now we see the Abyssal Voyage taking Tahm Kench into that top lane. He's looking for something, but so is Aurelia. The Blade Surge going in. Has to dash out here, but the biggest snowball ever trying to make a play. Nunu in this top lane. Flash not available anymore. Has to use it to get away. The Spirit Rush comes out as well. Already underneath the turret. Going to pick up a solo kill under the turret onto the Aurelia. And now Nunu and Darius trying to turn it around. The Devourer coming out, but so is the Noxian Guillotine. And that is going to pick up a kill on the top side of the map. Now Tarek trying to change it around. The Cosmic Radiance coming out to keep Thresh alive. Caitlyn having to walk away from that one. Whirling Blades not available. 1 kill going over already to the Draven. And it looks like what may be a double kill. No, Caitlyn actually picks one up for herself. 2 kills on the bottom side of the map. The solo kill in the mid lane. So overall a 2 for 3 across the map in favor of Team Scrub. But now first turret going the way of Team BROI. But it looks like Team Scrub and the Tarek jungle want to get it back. They've still got the turret plates. They've got the Shelly. A huge chunk of gold going on to this Caitlyn. And again, she knew she would have to play safe in this lane. She's got that coal. She's trying to farm up as much as she can to get that nice little spike in gold. We see closing the gap just a bit. Only down 1,700 gold now rather than 2,400. That turret definitely helping break up that deficit or close that gap. Aurelia doing Aurelia things in the mid lane, and so far now with the turrets going over, 1 to Team BROI, 1 to Team Scrub. Everything goes back to normal just for a moment. With turret plating coming down. Throw, thank you so much for the sub, brother. I appreciate that. Welcome back to the Peanut Gallery. Back in AZ. I'm glad to hear it, my man. We'll have to link up or something, brother. But with that being said, we now see a second turret going over to Team BROI, growing that gold lead now just shy of 3,000 gold, and a lot of it coming from not only the turret plates, but that Draven, the deficit 2,000 gold alone over his the enemy laner on that Caitlyn. Now we see the Flawless Duet coming out. Blade Surge to go in. Defiant Dance not actually going to take any damage there. Aurelia able to use the Blade Surge to get away, but has to be careful that she's not just wasting that Defiant Dance. She definitely wants to use it to negate some damage. Now Death Sentence not going to find anybody. Dragon coming up in just under a minute. Both of these teams now fighting for vision. Dual Brother maybe in a bad spot here. Uses the Grand Entrance to get away. Tarek and Ari looking for something here. Maybe going to find a pick. Ari has a beautiful deliverance of the Dazzle. If the Bastion is on her from the Taric, able to use the Spirit Rush to get in and land that Dazzle at strange angles. Aurelia now caught out in the middle of 4, maybe in a bad spot here. Actually going to go down and does not land the stun. Now 5 members of Team Scrub sieging down this dragon. They want this Mountain Drake. They want one back for themselves. Darius on the top side of the map can't even join here. So this is going to be a Mountain Drake going over to Team Scrub. A nice pickup for them. Going to be able to help with these turrets, with the sieging, with that Baron when it does spawn here in the next 5 minutes. Ari using that Spirit Rush forward, trying to find the kill onto Rakan. He dashes away with the Battle Dance, but it looks like the re-engager from Nunu is not going to be enough. Rakan goes down and Nunu forced to flash away, biting off a little bit more than they can chew there. They should have seen 4 members flying through that mid lane because of the minions, but Nunu just caught out trying to save the Rakan. Rakan goes down, and a flash is blown for the jungler on Team BROI. Thresh still looking here. 2 turrets to 1. That top tier 1 and that bottom tier 1 are down on the side of Team Scrub, but they are trying to siege back. Now the death sentence coming out. Nobody here to help this Draven. A 2v1, but he is level 10. Now Ari is here to help the team. Takes the lantern, forces the flash out of that Draven with the charm. And now Tahm Kench, he does still have the Abyssal Voyage, so he has that over the Darius. Not necessarily the teleport, but he is able to join these fights from quite some distance. And it looks like he wants to roam down into that mid lane. Sorry for the yawn, excuse me. Taric may be caught out here. Going toe-to-toe with the Aurelia. Vanguard's Edge coming out. Is it going to be enough? Now we see the death sentence going down onto the Darius. He is devoured up and a lot of damage coming out. That's going to be enough. Cosmic Radiance to keep Taric alive here. Aurelia forced to retreat with that Blast Cone. Could not 1v1 that very tanky Taric support. And a 1-for-0 overall. But this also could mean this tier 1 mid going down in favor of Team Scrub, closing that gold gap now. Just cresting 2,000 gold deficit for Team Scrub. But they're able to find these picks. The Death Sentence, the Charm, the Tongue Lash, the Ace in the Hole to finish it off. A very strong pick comp so far. And they've been able to execute very well. And I think a lot of that derives from just a little over aggression from the Draven. He is very far ahead and does a lot of damage, but unfortunately cannot 1v4. But we see Team BROI taking down that mid turret here. Rakan goes in on the Ahri. Whirling Blades coming out, not going to find a lot of damage here. Ahri is going to be devoured up. Now we see a 3v3 in this mid lane. Tahm Kench taken dangerously low, but the Noxian Guillotine not going to find the kill here. Tahm Kench able to get that one, but here comes a really big snowball onto that Thresh. He will go down. Draven picks up one for himself. No ultimates available here except for Ace in the Hole. Are they able to find the kill? The Cosmic Radiance not available just yet, but Taric wants to go in. He does find the Dazzle onto the Draven. Charm coming out onto the new. A lot of damage come down. The headshot out from the Caitlyn. Draven getting dangerously low here. They're having to retreat. Kiting their way out. Ace in the Hole still available, but that will surely be tanked up to keep that Draven alive. And now he is going to be topped off after farming those minions, and that Bloodthirster just so very strong. The lifesteal just too much. And Aurelia doing a good job on the bottom side of the map after that, losing that 1v1 to Taric. Doing some split pushing, getting some damage down onto that tier 2 on the bottom side of the map. Baron coming up here soon in just over a minute with the wave pushing bot. That definitely opens the door for Team BROI to look for that Baron. And both of these teams with a Mountain Drake, with that Draven right now, sitting on 2 items. Got the Infinity Edge, got the Bloodthirster. Very, very strong. Will do a lot of damage, and they've also got the Secure from the Consume and the Smite coming out of Nunu. A pretty solid Baron taking comp here for Team BROI. But you better believe Taric is not going to let it go that easy. But both of these teams fighting for vision. around that Baron pit and on the top side of this river. Dragon coming up in just under a minute as well. Grand entrance coming in for the Rakan. Not going to find anybody. Just looking to clear the vision here. Abyssal Voyage coming down now. 3 members, a 3v3 here in this mid lane. Tahm Kench catching out this Aurelia. Stuck in the middle of 4, and she goes down. Now unstoppable is that Taric. And Aurelia just biting off a little bit more than she can chew there. Finds herself stuck in the middle of 4 members. And Jungle Taric doing, well, definitely a lot better than I thought it would be doing. I definitely wasn't expecting this from the Jungle Taric. He's got the completed Cinder Hulk. He's got the Iceborne Gauntlets, very tanky, and it looks like he may be building towards, unless he's splitting, he may be building towards that Ardent Sensor. Could be looking for maybe a Lichbane and a Redemption. We'll just have to see where those 2 items go. I can't imagine he'd be looking to get too much ability power here. So Lichbane might not be the purchase. It actually wouldn't stack with that Iceborne Gauntlet, so it might be that Ardent Sensor to make those shields and those heals that much stronger. But now it looks like Team BROI starting up the Baron here. Tahm Kench in the Wakes, getting a little bit of damage down. Apprehend, not going to find the target. But now Team BROI having to back up here. They engage now onto the Tahm Kench. Draven getting a little bit of damage down. He does still have that thick skin, so they have to be careful. He is very tanky. Rakan caught on the wrong side of the map here. He uses the quickness to get away, but here comes the Cosmic Radiance onto 2. Rakan getting dangerously low, has to walk away, but Aurelia is low as well. The Noxian Guillotine not going to find the kill, but Aurelia picks 1 up. Now Taric goes down. Now 2 kills for Team BROI here. It's a 4v3. They have to be careful. Caitlyn trying to kite this out. Grand entrance in there. Double kill going over to that Aurelia. Now triple kill for her in this fight. That is going to be a 4 for 2 thus far. Ahri now next on the menu. Darius going to chase her down. Aurelia trying to find something. Flashes forward with the Blade Surge. That's going to be an ace and a quadra kill for the Aurelia. And it looks like mid lane is on their mind. Not able to take that Baron just yet. Death timer's not long enough. But a beautiful fight for Team BROI. Rakan doing so much work in that fight. Just so disruptive. Getting the knockups with the Grand Entrance. Battle dancing away. The quickness in. Again, Taric not able to get the Cosmic Radiance. Except for only on 2 members, himself and the Tahm Kench. But it wasn't enough. They both went down anyways, but now Aurelia may be caught out here. They do pick up that Scuttle Crab, so they will have a little bit of vision on the Baron. There will be no sneaking from Team Scrub. And if we take a look at Tahm Kench's build here, he's got the Ravenous Hydra, the Titanic Hydra, excuse me. Not much health and not much tank built on this Frog. And it looks like he's going towards the Thornmail, but maybe a little too aggressive. We actually see Rakan now getting caught out. He uses the Battle Dance to stay away. The ultimate being used from Ahri that will not be available. But Rakan also loses a little bit of engage with that flash being now on cooldown. And both of these teams, again, pushing it down mid. Bot lane actually pushing into the tier 2 turret for Team Scrub in favor of Team Scrub. If they do see a member go down, there are no teleports. So if somebody goes down to stop that wave here, that could mean Baron. Thresh using the Dark Pass to get a little bit of edges. Apprehend actually not going to find anything there. Tron may be in a bit of trouble. Has that Grand Entrance to get away. Using it as his Grand Escape. And now Taric catches him out with the Dazzle. A little bit of damage coming down. Rakan able to heal up there. Now, there's 10 members. Every single member of Summoner Rift now in this mid lane. Looking for picks, looking for pulls, looking for grabs. Trying to find anything here. Now, the Dazzle coming out, not going to find his target. Taric does have that flash available, so they do have to be careful here. Rakan jump over the wall, just trying to clear out some vision. Now, the Dead Sentence going in onto that Draven. The box is out as well, and he's going to get absolutely deleted. Cosmic Radiance coming down, keeping everybody alive here. Rakan is in the middle with the quickness, knocking everybody up and being so very disruptive, but it might not be enough. Now, Absolute Zero coming out, a lot of damage, and shutdown going over to Tahm Kench. Now, 2 dead on the side of Team BROI. Make that 3. Ahri grabs another one. A double kill going over to the Tahm Kench. That is a 4 for 0 in this team fight. The Abyssal Voyage, they want more. They're looking for Rakan. Rakan maybe stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Uses the Grand Entrance to try and get away, but Baron is on the menu. It is available for both of these teams. But Team Scrub going to pick that up for themselves. Now Tarek looking for extra bit of damage here. Going to let that Rakan walk away. But 5 members now on this Baron. Surely it will go over to Team Scrub. With the Dragon next. Baron goes down. With that team fight win and with that Baron, Team Scrub manages to bring that gold lead to just about 1,000 gold deficit, actually. They've been behind this entire game. This Draven's been absolutely huge. And what do you do when somebody's absolutely huge? You nuke him. And that's exactly what they did. They were able to find the death sentence, the box, and then just everything else served up on a silver platter for that Draven. And unfortunately, that was not the meal he wanted. It was his last meal. Now Flawless Duet coming out. Here comes a big-ass snowball trying to find something. Not going to find anybody here. And again, these teams looking for the fight on the objective. Now the engage coming in from the Rakan here. A lot of damage coming down. Vanguard's Edge is out, and so is the box. Caitlyn going to go down here, so the 80 carry is dead on the side of Team BROI. Make that 2. Nox and Guillotine going to be enough here. Draven getting dangerously low. He will be traded over. So far, that is a 2 for 2 in this fight. Now Tarek going absolutely nuclear on the backside, doing everything he can to keep this RA alive, but it's a 3 for 2. And Team BROI taking a triple kill onto that Darius, make that a quadra kill and an ace for Team BROI. They will secure this dragon, and just when we were hyping them up and talking about how good they were doing, just in an unfortunate team fight for Team Scrub, they are now down 3,000 gold, so a 2,000 gold lead now going over to Team BROI on top of the lead they already have. Now no Baron on any members of Team Scrub. And that Rakan just so disruptive in these team fights. Dashing in, knocking up 2, and then using the quickness to charm everybody up afterwards. Absolutely huge. And that left Caitlyn wide open to get absolutely deleted at the beginning of that fight. Of course, Draven was traded over as well, but it had been too late at that point. Now 2 dragons to 2 dragons, 2 mountains for Team Scrub, and a mountain and an ocean drake for Team BROI. And that ocean drake may feel pretty good in these extended fights. Of course, it is only 1 ocean drake, so it's not the most regeneration, but definitely going to feel good. But the 2 mountain drakes will make sieging these turrets and this next Baron and or dragon a fairly easy take for Team Scrub if they're able to maybe find a pick. I think they need to go back to that pick comp just like they were doing before. The standard engage, as we can see, isn't necessarily working for them. I would love to see Thresh maybe starting something off with a death sentence onto a priority target. The Draven, even the Rakan right now is so priority. Just as I said, he almost gets caught out here. That Rakan's so disruptive in these fights. Maybe even onto that Aurelia. She is a very tanky target, but doing a lot of damage. In that Vanguard's Edge in the middle of 5 members does a lot of AoE damage. And now we see the stun coming out onto the Nunu. A little bit of poke damage coming out from that Caitlyn, but not going to find much more. 22 to 19 in kills. 2 turrets to 4 turrets favoring Team BROI, who also has that gold lead. And if we take a look at all of the lanes, really minus the jungle, Team BROI have CS leads in every single lane. Top lane up 30 CS, mid lane up 80 CS, bot lane up 40 CS, supports up 6 CS. In comparison, I feel like that 6 CS means a lot for that Rakan. We actually see the Zeke's convergence on that Thresh, which means as soon as he drops that ultimate, Caitlyn's attacks as well as his own will be doing a little bit of extra damage. And then on the side of the Rakan, we see the Knight's Vow, pretty standard with the Redemption. So able to heal up and do some AoE damage in these fights to try and top his team off, as well as take some of that pressure and damage off of that Draven or whoever he does have marked. Rakan actually getting caught out here. The Ignite is on. A lot of damage coming off from that Ahri. Ace in the hole, going to find its target, but he's able to walk away. No Ignite. The last tick picks it up, and now the flash forward. The cleanse coming out there from the Draven, though he does have the QSS, but here is the fight. Cosmic Radiance is on. Tahm Kench in the back looking for the Draven. Can he find it? He cannot. Vanguard's Edge is out, slowing him down. So far, it is only Rakan that has paid the ultimate price. But a lot of summoner spells there used. No flash on Nunu, no flash on Draven. This carry is very susceptible. The QSS is still down, and now the flash forward with the Dazzle onto that Draven. He does manage to walk into his base. Whirling Blades coming out, but not going to find much damage here. And Team Scrub looking to siege down this mid lane turret. The inhibitor turret surely will fall. The Demolish is on. Draven now back in base, coming out as well. The split push from the Darius in the bottom side of the map is able to pick that up. Now we see the engage coming out from the Rakan. The quickness is on. 3 members are charmed up. Draven in the back line trying to put the damage down. Will it be enough? Rakan able to walk away from that one, but Nunu is traded over instead, and it looks like Team Scrub maybe trying to push this down here. They're inside the base. Now the hook coming out onto the Aurelia. She is caught up, has to flash away there. It is only 3 members alive here to stop this. Darius is recalling, but it might not be in time. Draven is almost dead, and there he goes. Ahri picks that one up. Aurelia picks one up for herself, but not going to be enough. Now Darius with the recall, looking for something. Might, again, not be enough. He's going to get devoured, sucked up. He heals up a little bit from the Q there. Rakan is here to be as disruptive as possible. 5 stacks onto that, onto the Tahm Kench, but it's not going to be enough. Caitlyn takes that kill over. The shutdown going over, and that surely will be the game. A comeback victory from Team Scrub off of the Rakan pick. GG's Team Scrub. What a fantastic game to cast. Man, that was so exciting. They have the gold. They're still down in gold when they win that game, and it's all based off of that picks. The picks that I was talking about. The death sentences. Rakan stepping up just a little too close, trying to clear out some vision, getting caught out, dying to the last tick of Ignite, and the team just crumbles around that. A devastating loss for Team BROI, but that does mean that we will be going to a Game 3, and with that being said, I haven't cast a game since yesterday, so I apologize if that was a little bit sloppy. Thank you guys for the love. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. If you did, make sure you leave any constructive criticism, any comments, anything like that down in the comment section below. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I will see you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.